ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యా రంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Next chemical property, second one is OH bond breakage chemical reaction, esterification reaction. Esterification reaction. Esterification reaction. Yes, acid plus alcohol in the presence of mineral acid like HCl to produce ester plus water. Okay, this reaction is called as esterification reaction. Esterification means acid plus alcohol gives rise to ester plus water. In the presence of acid catalyst, in the presence of acid catalyst, it is called as esterification reaction. In the presence of acid is called as esterification reaction. If this reaction is carried out in the presence of base, that reaction is known as saponification reaction. Saponification. Okay, in the presence of acid is esterification, in the presence of base is saponification reaction. In this, in alcohol molecule, OH bond breakage takes place. OH bond breakage. Okay, alcohol or OH plus acid COOH in the presence of mineral acid like H plus. Here breakage of OH bond and here OH minus. So removal of water. Removal of water, formation of ester or COOR or COOR. Ester formation plus water. Okay, this is ester and water. This is called as esterification reaction. In this esterification reaction, in alcohol molecule, OH bond breakage takes place. Okay, OH bond breakage takes place. Yes, for example, if you take ethyl alcohol, CH3CH2OH, ethyl alcohol, plus acetic acid, CH3COOH, in the presence of acid, H plus, here removal of water, then it gives ester formation, ethyl acetate or ester formation. This is esterification reaction. In this esterification reaction, especially OH bond breakage takes place in alcohols. How to identify the ester formation? If acid is added to the alcohol in the presence of mineral acid, just 2 to 3 minutes, it produces ester. This ester is identified by using smell. Fruity smell or just like banana smell, it indicates the formation of ester. So ester is identified by using its smell. So ethyl alcohol plus acetic acid in the presence of mineral acid to produce ester formation. This is esterification reaction. It is identified by using oxygen 18 isotope, here O18 isotope, here CH3CO acetyl group. This oxygen is coming from alcohol, so therefore here 18. So 18, oxygen 18 written same means what happen here? Only OH bond breakage takes place. It indicates OH bond breakage takes place. This is esterification reaction. Ester upon hydrolysis in the presence of acid is esterification. Ester upon hydrolysis in the presence of base is called as saponification reaction. Ester is identified by using their smell, fruity smell or banana smell. Yes, it is a reversible reaction. A reversible reaction means both forward and backward reaction takes place. And another one is a reaction with Grignard reagent. This is very important one. reaction with Grignard reagent. Next, third one is reaction with Grignard reagent. Reaction with Grignard reagent. Yes, alcohol ROH, alcohol on treatment with Grignard reagent RMgX, alkyl magnesium halide. Alkyl magnesium halide is known as Grignard reagent. This Grignard reagent on treatment with alcohol, not only alcohol, any active hydrogen containing compounds like water, HCl, H2SO4, alcohols, ammonia, primary amines, ethylene, cyclopentadienyl anion. All these are produces active hydrogen. So now in this alcohol, your OH bond breakage takes place. It releases the hydrogen, active hydrogen. This active hydrogen is attached to the alkyl group of Grignard reagent. Alkyl group of Grignard reagent plus active hydrogen H. So RH formation means corresponding hydrocarbon formation takes place. This is hydrocarbon. Okay, hydrocarbon means here the formation of hydrocarbon, we can identify the number of active hydrogens in the given alcohol. Okay, this method is called as Jerry-Wittenoff's method. Okay, it is also called as Jerry-Wittenoff's method. Okay, what is Jerry-Wittenoff's method? Jerry-Wittenoff's method. Okay, what is mean by Jerry-Wittenoff's method? Jerry-Wittenoff's method means based on the formation of hydrocarbons, based on the formation of hydrocarbons, based on formation of hydrocarbons, we can identify the number of active hydrogens. We can identify the number of active hydrogens in a alcohol. Okay, this is Jerry-Wittenoff's method. What is Jerry-Wittenoff's method? Based on the formation of hydrocarbons. Here hydrocarbon formation with the help of hydrogen. This hydrogen is coming from alcohol. It is a active hydrogen. Number of active hydrogens. So how many active hydrogens are present? Here only one active hydrogen. Based on that active hydrogen, we can identify the alcohols. So based on the formation of hydrocarbons, we can identify the number of active hydrogens in a alcohol. Yes, for example, if you take ethyl alcohol C2H5OH plus RMgX, alkyl magnesium halide, it is produced by, for example, if you take CH3 methyl magnesium halide, okay, your formation of CH4. So in alcohol, how many hydrogens are there? Only one hydrogen is attached. CH3 group is converted into CH4 means only one active hydrogen is coming from alcohol. So therefore only one active hydrogen is present in this alcohol. Yes, and one more important question. For example, here X, it is the alcohol plus your Grignard reagent RMgX. This is excess, gives rise to 2 moles of hydrocarbons RH. Here what is the alcohol in this reaction? Alcohol plus RmGX, it is taken in excess quantity to form 2 moles of hydrocarbon formation. What is the alcohol X? Right. X alcohol, here formation of hydrocarbons 2 moles. 2 moles of hydrocarbons are obtained, means 2 hydrogens are coming from the alcohol. 2 hydrogens coming from alcohol means that alcohol molecule must be contains 2 active hydrogens. So 2 active hydrogens containing alcohol is glycol, dihydric alcohol or glycol. Okay, X compound in this reaction is glycol. Yes, solution CH2OH glycol, CH2OH, it is a dihydric alcohol plus RmGX, it is taken as excess quantity. So the formation of hydrocarbon by 2 moles because of here 2 active hydrogens are present. In ethylene glycol molecule, 2 active hydrogens are present. These 2 active hydrogens attached to the alkyl group of Grignard reagent to produce hydrocarbon. 2 moles of hydrocarbon is obtained. Similarly, here one more question. Here A, it is 1 alcohol. 1 alcohol. This alcohol on treatment with Grignard reagent RmGX. Here also it is taken as excess quantity. Now here 3 moles of hydrocarbons are obtained, 3 moles. What is the alcohol in this reaction? Okay, how many moles of Grignard reagent is obtained? 3 moles. 3 moles Grignard reagent, 3 moles hydrocarbon formation means here alcohol must be contains 3 active hydrogens. So 3 active hydrogens containing alcohol is glycerol, CH2OH, CHOH and CH2OH. This is glycerol. Glycerol, it is a trihydric alcohol. Trihydric alcohol. Glycol, it is a dihydric alcohol. Dihydric alcohol, excess Grignard reagent, 2 moles of hydrocarbons formation. Glycerol, 3 moles of OH groups. So excess Grignard reagent, 3 moles of hydrocarbons are obtained. Okay, this is reaction with Grignard reagent. Okay, it is very, very important one. And another one is Williamson's synthesis of ether formation. Next reaction, Williamson's synthesis. Williamson's synthesis of ether formation. This is most important one. Williamson's synthesis of ether formation. What is Williamson's reaction? Alkoxides, sodium alkoxides reacts with alkyl halides to form ethers, ether formation. This is known as Williamson's synthesis of ether formation. Okay, sodium alkoxides reacts with alkyl halides to form ether. This reaction is called as Williamson's synthesis of ether formation. A sodium alkoxide, it is obtained from alcohols. Okay, alcohol on treatment with sodium metal, breakage of OH bond, it gives RONA and liberation of hydrogen. This is sodium alkoxide. Sodium alkoxide. The formation of sodium alkoxide depends on breakage of OH bond. Right, sodium alkoxide formation. Now this sodium alkoxide RONA reacts with alkyl halide XR, alkyl halide. Removal of sodium halide, it gives ROR plus NaX. It is ether formation. Okay, sodium alkoxide plus alkyl halide, it gives ether and sodium halide. This is also most important named reaction. Sodium alkoxides reacts with alkyl halide to form ether. Now it is especially preferable for SN2 reaction. SN2 reaction mechanism. In Williamson's reaction, preferable reaction mechanism is SN2 reaction mechanism. Now in this reaction, tertiary alkyl halides do not participate, and also vinyl halides are not participate in this reaction, and also aryl halides cannot be participated in Williamson's synthesis of ether formation. Okay, SN2 reaction mechanism is favorable. Tertiary alkyl halides does not participate in this reaction. Vinyl halides and aryl halides are also not involved in this reaction. Alcohol preferable reaction is OH bond breakage. This is Williamson's synthesis of ether formation. Yes, and another one is oxidation reactions. Oxidation of alcohols. Next chemical reaction is oxidation. Or CH2OH. It is a primary alcohol. Now these primary alcohols oxidized with potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 in the presence of acidic medium H+. Primary alcohols are oxidized to aldehydes or CHO. Alcohol to aldehyde. Alcohol is oxidized to aldehyde. Now this is aldehyde formation. Aldehyde. This aldehyde further oxidation K2Cr2O7 in the presence of acidic medium. This aldehyde group is oxidized to acid, carboxylic acid or COOH. Now this primary alcohol is directly converted into acid in the presence of strong oxidizing agent like alkaline KMnO4, potassium permanganate. Primary alcohols oxidized with potassium dichromate, aldehyde formation, aldehydes further oxidation, carboxylic acid formation. Here primary alcohol directly converted into carboxylic acid in the presence of alkaline KMnO4. Okay, it is carboxylic acid. It is a primary alcohol. So primary alcohol oxidized to aldehydes, secondary alcohols oxidized to ketones, okay, here R group, here R CHO, aldehyde, and tertiary alcohols oxidation first ketones and formed by a less number of hydrogens, but here especially without active hydrogen. Do not write. Yes, primary alcohols aldehydes, secondary alcohols ketones, tertiary alcohols no reaction. Now primary alcohol CH3 CH2OH, this is primary alcohol. Oxidation K2Cr2O7 by acid H plus, it gives acetaldehyde CH3CHO. Secondary alcohol CH3CHOH CH3, this is secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol with potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 by H plus, it gives acetone CH3CO CH3. Yes, tertiary alcohol CH3 CH3, here CH3OH, here absence of alpha hydrogens, so therefore here no oxidation product. Primary alcohols oxidized to aldehydes, secondary alcohols oxidized to ketones, here tertiary alcohols, here no reaction. If this aldehyde further oxidation K2Cr2O7 in the presence of acid, it is converted into acetic acid CH3COH. Here ketones further oxidation, less number of carbons containing more number of carboxylic acids are obtained. Aldehydes oxidation, same number of carbons containing acids obtained. If ketones further oxidation, less number of carbons containing more number of carboxylic acids are also obtained. Now in this also same, if it is undergoes oxidation reaction, dehydration reaction takes place to form olefin, olefin further oxidation ketone, ketone further oxidation, less number of carbons containing more number of carboxylic acids. But you have to write like this only: primary alcohols to aldehydes, secondary alcohols to ketones, tertiary alcohols no oxidation. This is oxidation with potassium dichromate. Yes, next dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation of alcohols. Dehydrogenation of alcohols. Dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen in the presence of copper by 300 degrees centigrade temperature. Copper at 300 degrees centigrade temperature. Yes. Or CH2 OH, it is primary alcohol. Copper 300 degrees centigrade temperature. What happened? Dehydrogenation takes place, a removal of hydrogen. The compound is aldehyde RCHO, aldehyde formation. Okay, RCHO aldehyde formation. Primary alcohol to aldehyde formation in the presence of copper at 300. Similarly, secondary alcohol R, here R, H and OH. Same reagent, copper, 300 degrees centigrade temperature. Removal of hydrogen, dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation, it gives RCOR, ketone, okay, ketone formation. Next, here R, this is secondary alcohol, here alkyl group and OH. Tertiary, copper at 300 degrees centigrade. Here no dehydration, no dehydrogenation. Why? Because with respect to this OH group, it is alpha carbon without alpha hydrogens, therefore there is no dehydrogenation reaction. Okay, no dehydrogenation, no dehydrogenation, but it is undergoes dehydration. Yes, example, but it undergoes dehydration, but it undergoes dehydration to form olefins, olefins means alkenes. Yes, general example, primary alcohol, ethyl alcohol, CH3, CH2OH, ethyl alcohol at 300 degrees centigrade, copper catalyst. Dehydrogenation takes place, removal of hydrogen, it is produced by acetaldehyde, CH3CHO. Similarly, secondary alcohol, isopropyl alcohol is taken, isopropyl alcohol, dehydrogenation takes place in the presence of copper at 300 degrees centigrade, formation of acetone, CH3, or it is ketone, dimethyl ketone, common name, propanone, IUPAC name, acetone, lab name. And tertiary alcohol, CH3, here CH3 and CH3OH, this is tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohols in the presence of copper at 300 degrees centigrade, no dehydrogenation, only it is undergoes dehydration reaction. So, copper at 300 degrees centigrade, dehydration takes place. Dehydration, not dehydrogenation, dehydration, okay, dehydration reaction, this is most important one. Dehydration, it gives olefin, CH3, C here double bond, CH2 and CH3, okay, IUPAC name 1, 2, 3, so its name is 2-methyl 1-propene, 2-methyl 1-propene formation, okay, most important one. It is tertiary alcohol, this one is secondary alcohol, it is primary alcohols. Once again, primary alcohols undergoes dehydrogenation to form aldehydes, secondary alcohols on dehydrogenation in the presence of copper, ketones. If tertiary alcohols in the presence of copper, no dehydrogenation, only dehydration takes place, it forms olefin or alkane, especially tertiary butyl alcohol is taken, we are getting 2-methyl 1-propane. Okay, this is dehydrogenation reaction. Okay, all these are belongs to OH bond breakage. In alcoholic molecules, OH bond breakage, chemical reactions due to OH bond breakage. Okay, how many reactions are carried out due to OH bond breakage? First one is acidic character and salt formation. Second reaction is esterification reaction, ester formation. Third one is reaction with Grignard reagent, Williamson's synthesis of ether formation. And fifth one is oxidation reaction, and sixth one is the dehydrogenation reaction. All these chemical reactions are due to breakage of OH bond, OH bond breakage in alcohols. What about CO bond breakage, second type of chemical reactions? Here chemical reactions due to CO bond breakage, second type of reactions. Chemical reactions due to CO bond breakage, CO bond breakage. Chemical reactions due to CO bond breakage. Yes, first one here, alcohols. First reaction is reaction with Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent. Okay, what is Lucas reagent? Anhydrous ZnCl2 and HCl. Anhydrous ZnCl2 plus HCl is called as Lucas reagent. Okay. Lucas reagent is anhydrous ZnCl2. Anhydrous ZnCl2 is known as Lucas reagent. Okay. By using this Lucas reagent, we can identify the alcohols. Yes, here ROH, ROH, alcohol molecule ROH. It is treated with anhydrous ZnCl2 plus HCl. Anhydrous ZnCl2 plus HCl is called as Lucas reagent. If this Lucas reagent is added to the alcohols, carbon oxygen bond breakage takes place, CO bond breakage, to produce here RCl, alkyl halides formation, alkyl halide formation, alkyl halide PPT, precipitate. What is the main importance of Lucas reagent? Lucas reagent is useful to identify the primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols. Okay, it helps to identify the alcohols. Either it may be primary alcohol or secondary alcohol or tertiary alcohols. So reactivity towards Lucas reagent, reactivity towards Lucas reagent is tertiary alcohol, secondary and primary. Okay, reactivity of alcohols towards Grignard reagent, tertiary is more reactive than secondary, secondary is more reactive than primary. Yes, for example, here 3 alcohols. This is tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol is taken in a beaker or in a test tube. This is tertiary alcohol. The secondary alcohol is also taken in another test tube. Here this is secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol. And primary alcohol is also taken in another test tube or another beaker. This is primary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol, primary alcohol, tertiary, secondary, primary alcohols are taken in different test tubes. addition of Lucas reagent LR, Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent is anhydrous NaCl2 and HCl. If Lucas reagent is added to the tertiary alcohols, immediately it forms turbidity or precipitate. So this is turbidity. Here it is a turbidity formation, turbidity or precipitation, PPT. Okay, within fraction of seconds. For secondary alcohols, Lucas reagent is added. Here PPT or turbidity is formed after 5 minutes. Turbidity is formed immediately. Turbidity is formed immediately. If Lucas reagent is added to the secondary alcohols, turbidity is formed. Turbidity is nothing but precipitate. Turbidity is formed after 5 minutes. Turbidity is formed after 5 minutes. For primary alcohols, Lucas reagent is added. Here no turbidity formation. No turbidity. There is no turbidity. On strong heating, after some time, precipitate PPT is formed. So based on this, we can easily identify the alcohols: tertiary alcohols, secondary alcohols, primary alcohols. Lucas reagent is added to primary alcohols, there is no formation of turbidity. If Lucas reagent is added to secondary alcohols, turbidity is formed after 5 minutes. If Lucas reagent is added to tertiary alcohols, turbidity is formed within fraction of seconds. That means reactivity order towards Lucas reagent is tertiary is greater than secondary, secondary is greater than primary. So for these reactions, reactivity order OH group. This is tertiary. Tertiary with LR, Lucas reagent. This OH group is replaced by chlorine. So this is turbidity, alkyl halide, turbidity. Secondary here R, H and OH with Lucas reagent R and H here Cl. This is turbidity, secondary alkyl halide. The primary R CH2OH, Lucas reagent, here no turbidity or no PPT. Tertiary alcohols immediately forms turbidity, that is tertiary alkyl halide. Secondary alcohols after 5 minutes. Primary alcohols no PPT, which are on strong heating, it is also produced by turbidity. Yes, this is Lucas reagent. In this alcohols, especially carbon oxygen bond breakage. And one more chemical property, reactions with PCl5, yes. Next, second type of reactions, reaction with PCl5 SOCl2 PBr3, PI3. In all these chemical reactions, carbon oxygen bond breakage. Okay. ROH alcohol. For this alcohol, PCl5 is added, phosphorus pentachloride, breakage of carbon and oxygen to form alkyl halide plus POCl3, phosphonyl chloride and HCl. Okay, if you take here any alcohol, ethyl alcohol or methyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, PCl5 and SOCl2, thionyl chloride is added, it gives RCl plus sulfur dioxide and HCl. PBr3, phosphorus plus bromine or PBr3 is added to alcohols, carbon oxygen bond breakage takes place, it gives RBr and byproduct is phosphorus acid H3PO3. Here also same, P plus I2 or PI3 phosphorus triiodide, it gives Ri plus H3PO3 phosphorus acid. In all these chemical reactions, carbon oxygen bond breakage takes place. This is reaction with PCl5, SOCl2, PBr3, PI3. All these reagents, breakage of carbon oxygen in alcohols. Yes. Then go for another chemical property due to the breakage of carbon oxygen in alcohols, that is dehydration reaction. Dehydration reaction. Yes, dehydration. Ethyl alcohol C2H5OH, ethyl alcohol, CH3 CH2OH, ethyl alcohol, on treatment with concentrated H2SO4 at 170 degree centigrade temperature. Breakage of your carbon and oxygen, breakage of this bond, and also your hydrogen breakage and OH. Dehydration takes place, it gives alkene, CH2 double bond, CH2 plus water, it is called as ethene, and this is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol on treatment with concentrated sulfuric acid at 170 degree centigrade temperature to form alkene, that is ethene. Okay, for this reaction mechanism, ethyl alcohol CH3 CH2OH, ethyl alcohol on treatment with acid like H plus, this oxygen donates pair of electrons to proton. As a result, it leads to the formation of protonated alcohol. This is protonated alcohol. This protonated alcohol is less stable, it is less stable compound, therefore here dehydration takes place, removal of water, dehydration to produce ethyl carbocation, CH3 here CH2 plus ethyl carbocation. Now in this ethyl carbocation, here removal of H plus proton, okay, minus H plus, it gives alkene, CH2 double bond, CH2 alkene formation. Initial compound is alcohol. Initially ethyl alcohol is converted into alkene. Okay, so ethyl alcohol on treatment with the acid to produce carbocation intermediate, carbocation, a removal of proton, it produces alkene. So alcohol is converted into alkene by the removal of water in the presence of dehydrating agent, that is concentrated sulfuric acid at 170. Here different alcohols, primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols. Dehydration order or reactivity order, dehydration with concentrated H2SO4 is tertiary alcohols more reactive and followed by secondary and primary. Tertiary greater than secondary, secondary greater than primary. Now in this, one more most important question. Ethyl alcohol CH3CH2OH, ethyl alcohol on treatment with concentrated H2SO4 170 degree centigrade and ethyl alcohol on treatment with concentrated H2SO4 at 140 degree centigrade. Here A and B compounds are products. What are A and B? Okay, ethyl alcohol on treatment with concentrated H2SO4 170 degree centigrade, dehydration takes place to form alkene, ethane. So therefore here ethyl alcohol concentrated H2SO4 170, alkene formation, CH2 double bond CH2. What about 140? At 140 degree centigrade, dehydration takes place, but the product obtained is ether formation, diethyl ether, C2H5O C2H5. This is diethyl ether formation. Okay, ethyl alcohol on treatment with sulfuric acid at 170 degree centigrade, alkene formation, at 140 degree centigrade, diethyl ether formation. How it is possible? 2 moles of ethyl alcohol, CH3CH2OH plus here CH2 and CH3, ethyl alcohol at 140 dehydration takes place. So ethyl group, oxygen ethyl group, this is diethyl ether. At 170 alkene formation, at 140 diethyl ether formation. This is about alcohols.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.